CIET NCERT presents AudioBook, Our Wondrous World, Textbook of Environmental Studies for Grade 4.
Page 128. Unit 5, Our Environment. About the unit. This unit familiarizes students with various landforms, lives, and wide range of activities around them. It also introduces the sky, including the sun, the moon, and the stars. The world around us is full of wonders, from the land we walk on to the vast sky. Our environment invites students to explore the deep connection between nature and the everyday life. The experience of students in different landforms like plains, deserts, coastal regions, and mountains enables them to discover how the natural setup in these places shape what they eat, wear, and celebrate. Students will also be able to explore the unique plants and animals in these regions, gaining a better understanding of how nature and culture are linked. They will also look at the sky, the sun, the moon, and the stars, and related cultural practices. Through observation, hands-on activities, and creative expressions, students will be able to enrich their creative and analytical skills. They will also develop a deeper appreciation for both the natural world and the societies they are a part of. At the bottom of the page, a picture is given. In the background, this picture has some huts and some street lights, and two women carrying water in pots on their heads. Somewhere in the middle, there is a cart being pulled by a camel. This is being driven by a man, and a woman is traveling in this cart, along with a lot of their possessions. In the foreground, there is a hut outside which two women and a man are sitting. One of the women is making some local craft. Another woman is grinding some kind of grains in a mill. A man and a woman are dancing, and one man is weaving a basket. Page 129. Note to the teacher. This unit consists of Chapter 9, Different Lands, Different Lives, and Chapter 10, Our Sky. The key concepts covered in these chapters are listed below. Chapter 9, Different Lands, Different Lives, helps to discover the beauty of diverse landforms by bringing special experiences from plains, deserts, coastal regions, and mountains. It will enable students to realize how these landscapes influence the way people in these areas live, from their food and clothing to their houses and festivals. Students will be able to explore the unique plants and animals of these regions and connect with their local surroundings and deepen their understanding of socio-cultural relationship with nature. Chapter 10, Our Sky, sparks curiosity about the wonders of the sky and the celestial objects like the sun, the moon, and the stars. Through observation and activities, children will be able to explore and appreciate the related cultural practices and festivals. They will also observe the shadows formed at different times of the day and derive the cause of their changing lengths. Under this, a picture is given. In this picture, a boy is standing facing the sun and his shadow is given in the picture. At the right side of this page, a column is given. This column is Teacher to Facilitate. Encourage students to share their travel experiences in the classroom. Guide them to create unique decorative items using materials from places they had visited and also locally available materials. Help students to conduct hands-on activities with torchlight and explore the shadows. Assign students to observe the moon for a few days and sketch its changing shapes. Encourage them to draw star patterns they see at night. Arrange a stargazing session or a visit to a planetarium to deepen the students' understanding of celestial patterns. At the bottom of the page, a picture is given. This picture has a planetarium. This looks similar to Jantar Mantar in Delhi. Page 130, Chapter 9, Different Lands, Different Lives. At the top of the page, in the left corner, a QR code is given. This QR code will lead you to epathshala.nic.in. At the top of the page, in the right corner, a picture of mountains with lots of trees is given. Back to school from holidays. The classroom was filled with excitement as children talked amongst themselves about their holidays. The desks were filled with colorful pictures and items from the places the children had visited. The teacher asked them to share their experiences. Chandni talked about her visit to a beach in Odisha. Ritika described her experiences in the desert of Rajasthan, while Gurpreet told stories about a visit to his grandparents' house in Amritsar, Punjab. Finally, Nayan read out from his diary describing his visit to the majestic mountains of Sikkim. At the bottom of the page, a picture is given. In this picture, several school children are sharing items that they have purchased from their visits with their classmates. Page 131, Activity 1. You might have visited some places during your vacation. Write the name of the places and something special about them. Ask 2 or 3 of your friends about the places they had visited and fill the table given below. Under this, a table is given. This table has 4 columns. The first column is name of the friend. The second column is name of the place. The third column is types of regions, for example, mountains, plains, coastal region, desert, etc. And the last and the fourth column is something special about the place. The first example has been done for you. So name of the friend is friend 1. Name of the place has been left blank. Type of region says mountain, and in the something special about the place column, it is written pine trees. 4 more columns and rows are given after this for you to write your answers. Which type of place do you find interesting? What similarities and differences do you find in the place you visited and those visited by your friends? At the bottom of the page, a rectangular box is given which has a note to the teacher. Encourage students who stayed at home during the vacation to participate in this discussion. Ask them to share their experiences about the places near their house and to mention their local culture, food, activities, etc. Page 132. At the top of the page, a picture is given. In this picture, in the background, there is an ATM, a government school, a tractor being driven by a man on a motorbike, another man riding a bicycle, and a woman carrying some green leafy things. In the middle of the picture, there is a cow that is eating out of a trough, clothes drying on a clothesline, a large tree. In the foreground, there is a little girl sitting with a grown woman who is braiding her hair, another woman who is churning butter, and two men. One of the men is carrying some green leaves in his hand, and the other man is sitting and drinking something out of a glass. In the land of agriculture with Gurpreet. Right. I hope all of you listened carefully to the picture description that I just gave, because now you have to answer some questions based on this picture. 1. What kind of land is given in the picture? 2. List the activities that people are engaged in. 3. Which animals are given in the picture? And 4. Do you notice anything unique about the clothing of the people? Page 133. At the top of the page, a picture is given. This picture has a drone dropping seeds in the farms and people working in the farms. In the middle of the picture, there is a man riding a tractor. In the foreground, 3 buffaloes are grazing out of a trough, and 2 children are playing and beating a drum. Gurpreet exclaimed, "Ji, aaya no puttar, welcome my dear child." He beamed with a smile and said that his grandmother welcomed him with these words. Gurpreet told his friends that there were large fields in the plains of Amritsar. The soil was rich and fertile, and many people were engaged in farming. He added, their favorite food is makki di roti, that is, roti made with corn flour, and sarson da saag, made from mustard leaves, along with a big glass of lassi. Under this, a picture is given. This picture has the traditional food of Punjab, which is makki ki roti, and a vegetable dish made from mustard leaves called sarson ka saag, along with a glass full of lassi. Right. 1. What is the most popular food in your region? Can you list the main ingredients used in its preparation? Name of the food item. Ingredients. Blank spaces are given for your answers. Page 134. The Golden Temple, also known as Sri Harmandir Sahib, is one of the most important Gurudwaras of the Sikhs. The structure of the Gurudwara is gold-plated and has a serene sarovar or a water tank surrounding it. The Golden Temple offers a langar seva, that is a community kitchen service, which serves free meals to all. It is one of the world's largest community service operations where people volunteer to cook, serve, and wash the dishes. At the top of the page, in the left corner, a picture is given. This is a picture of the Golden Temple in Punjab. In the land of endless sand with Ritika, look at the following picture and write your observations. Under this, a picture is given at the bottom of the page. Is that of a desert. In the background, there are some huts and some street lights. In the middle of the picture, there is a well and some solar panels. And in the foreground, there is a hut. 2 women are sitting. One of them is making some local craft, and another is grinding some grain in a mill. A man is weaving a basket out of bamboo, and a man and a woman are dancing. Page 135. At the top of the page, a picture is given. In the background, this picture has tall trees. In the middle, there is a small pond and 2 women carrying pots of water on their heads. There is also a lone tree, a man, and a goat, a child playing with goats, and some cactus plants. In the foreground, there is a camel cart. and a rock with a lizard on it and some cactus plants. 1. What kind of land do you think this is? 2. What types of plants are given in the picture? How are they different from the plants you see in your locality? 3. Is there something unique about the way people in this village are dressed? 4. How do you think people travel in deserts? 5. What do you like the most in the picture? Page 136. A desert is a dry place with very little rainfall. Different kinds of plants like the cactus, khejri, and babool grow in these areas. They can survive on very little water. Some plants, such as the cactus, store water in their stems. Animals and birds like camels, lizards, wildcats, pythons, and eagles are found in the deserts. The camel is called the ship of the desert. At the top of the page, in the left corner, a picture is given. This picture has animals that live in the desert, such as the snake, the python, the eagle, the lizard, and the camel. Ritika showed the colorful bangles and a bandhini dupatta that she had brought from Rajasthan. Women wear these with beautiful ghagras while dancing. Men wear colorful turbans and play the khartal and sarangi. In the middle of the page, in the right corner, a picture is given. This is a picture of 3 stacks of colorful bangles. At the bottom of the page, a picture is given. This is a picture of 3 men playing traditional Rajasthani musical instruments such as khartal, sarangi, and a drum. Page 137. At the top of the page, a picture is given. In this picture, in the background, some huts are given. In the middle, in the picture, an oasis is there, which is a little pond surrounded by some trees. Some cactus plants are also there. In the foreground, 2 women are dancing in beautiful Rajasthani ghagras, and 2 men are playing traditional Rajasthani musical instruments. Find out. Ask your family members about the folk songs and dances from your region and note them down in the table below. Under this, a table is given. This table has 2 columns. The first column is dance form and the second column is folk music. Blank spaces under this are given for you to write your answers. Traditional houses in the desert are made of mud and thatched roofs. Many of the houses also have tankas or water tanks for storing water. Some of the popular delicacies of the state are dal bati churma and kher sangri. At the bottom of the page, in the left corner, a picture is given. This picture has traditional houses of Rajasthan and water tank. Page 138. At the top of the page, a picture is given. This picture is of the Jaisalmer Fort in Rajasthan. Jaisalmer Fort. The Jaisalmer Fort is an example of a desert fort with tall and thick walls made of golden-colored sandstone. The fort also stands out as one of the inhabited forts in the region. Satyajit Ray shot this fort extensively in his movie Sonar Kela. Discuss. Why do you think water is scarce in the desert? Under this, at the bottom of the page, a picture is given. In this picture, there is a seaside location, lots of trees, some huts, children playing in the water, and people shopping in seaside shops. Page 139. On the seashore with Chandni. Based on your listening, of the description of the picture that I just gave, write your observations. 1. List the different kinds of activities that the people are doing. 2. What kinds of trees are found near the sea, and how are they different from those in the deserts and plains? 3. List the fun activities you would like to do on a beach. 4. What is special about the dresses people wear in the coastal regions? Chandni visited Puri, which is a coastal city in Odisha. Puri has amazing sand beaches where many artists create beautiful sand art. On the beaches, we can find various types of seashells, including shank or the conch shell, which is blown during puja in temples and houses. Under this, at the bottom of the page, a picture is given. This picture is that of a beach and the ocean. In the background, there are some ships sailing in the sea. In the middle, there is a boat with 4 fishermen. And in the foreground, there are children playing in the ocean and sand artists creating art using sand in front. Page 140. A page from Chandni's scrapbook. Under this, a picture is given. This is a picture of Chandni's scrapbook. At 7 a.m., saw fishermen riding in boats in the vast sea. Under this, a picture of 4 fishermen in a boat is given. 8 a.m., collected seashells on the seashore. Under this, 2 pictures are given. In the first picture, 2 children are creating a sand castle, and in the second picture, 2 children are creating sand art. 10:50 a.m., went for a boat ride and saw turtles and many other wonderful creatures. In the left corner next to this, 2 pictures are given. The first picture is of a turtle and the second is of a crab. 12:30 p.m., mother bought a Sambal Puri sari. Under this, a picture of a dolphin is given. 4 p.m., enjoyed sand art on the beach. On top of this, a picture of a starfish is given. And the last note in Chandni's scrapbook says, 7 p.m., watched an Odissi dance performance. And under this, pictures of several types of seashells is given. In the coastal regions, many people depend on fishing for their livelihood. People of Odisha enjoy traditional dishes such as dalma, pakhala, chhenapoda, rasagola, etc. Page 141. Activity 2. Let us create. Use one coastal item to create a fun decor object like a photo frame, a necklace, a painted pebble, a mini basket, or a sand art jar. Add your own creative twist and display your work in the class. You can use any other locally available materials to create the decor items. At the top of the page in the left corner, a picture is given. This picture has several types of seashells in it. Sri Jagannath Temple. Sri Jagannath Temple in Puri is one of the most popular temples in India. It is a beautifully carved temple with huge gates. The city of Puri is famous for Rath Yatra, a grand chariot festival where thousands of people joyfully pull huge, colorful chariots of the deities Jagannath, Subhadra, and Balabhadra. Under this, at the bottom of the page, a picture is given. This is a picture of Sri Jagannath Temple in Puri. Page 142. Discuss. 1. Write your observations on how the life around a coastal region differs from life in a desert. 2. Why is it important to keep our beaches clean? Activity 3. Can you identify these creatures? Under this, a box is given. In this box, names of 6 sea creatures are written. I am now reading them for you. Sea turtle, corals, crab, seaweed, dolphin, starfish. Under this, 6 pictures are given. You have to identify the creatures and write the names from the box under these. Blank spaces are given for your answers. Page 143. Living with challenges. People living in coastal regions face several difficulties. Chandni told her friends that strong winds and cyclones hit the coastal regions of Odisha quite often. It affects the lives of people, animals, and trees adversely. Under this, a picture is given. This picture depicts what the coastline looks like when winds or cyclones hit the coastal regions of Odisha. Under this, a box is given that says, "Do you know?" The coastal states experience cyclones from time to time. People study cyclones and find out methods to protect the lives and resources. In recent years, the government of Odisha has won national and international awards for saving people during cyclones by early warnings, advanced preparations, and effective management. Discuss 1. What are the adverse effects of a cyclone? 2. How can communities be better prepared for such situations? At the bottom of the page, a rectangular box is given which has a note to the teacher. Show the images of cyclone-affected areas and explain how cyclones impact life. Page 144. In the Mountains with Nayan. This page depicts the mountain life. In the background, one person is paragliding and a cable car can also be seen. In the middle of the page, there is a statue of Lord Buddha and a temple and some monks. People working in mountains in the fields are also there in this picture. Some mountain goats, houses in the mountains, a stream, a man holding a yak, children going to school, people boating in a river, and women weaving baskets and cloth are there in this picture. Page 145. At the top of the page, a picture is given, which is an extension from the previous page's picture of the mountain life. In the background, we can see tall mountains and large trees. In the middle of the picture, we can see mountain house. And in the foreground, we see a yak, a monk. The monk is wearing a long red robe. Some mountain people. The women are wearing long kurtas. And the child going to school is in school uniform. And birds. Based on your listening of the description of the picture that I just gave, write your observations. 1. What type of animals are given in this picture? 2. How are the dresses worn by people living in the mountains different from those worn in your region? 3. Describe the trees found in the mountains. Mountains are rocky landforms that rise high above the ground. They are usually cold. Many of the Himalayan mountains are covered in snow. Mountains often have steep slopes and are surrounded by valleys. We find mountains in different parts of our country. Nayan visited Sikkim, which is also in the Himalayan mountains. Page 146. At the top of the page, a page from Nayan's diary is given. Date, 10th February 2024. Place Gangtok. Dear Diary, the weather was cool and the air felt clean and refreshing. We stayed in Gangtok, where the locals were nice and kind. They guided us to a magical spot to view Mount Kanchenjunga. When the sunlight turned the snow-capped peaks golden, it looked like a stunning painting. We also enjoyed delicious Sikkimese food like warm thukpa and sweet and soft sail roti. The locals wear beautiful traditional dresses like the bakhu, the damdyam, and ganyo cholo. I also enjoyed a yak ride. Yaks are commonly used there for mountain travel. In Nayan's diary, a picture is also given. This is a picture of the Kanchenjunga mountains. The pictures depict the vibrant diversity of Sikkim's plants and animals, rich culture, unique food, traditional housing, colorful clothing, and the lively festival of Lusong and Namsong. Trees like oak, pine, walnut, and chestnut are also found here. Under this, 3 pictures are given. The first picture has a man and a woman in traditional Sikkimese clothing. The second picture is that of a mountain tree, and the third picture is that of the delicacies that people in Sikkim cook and enjoy. Page 147. Discuss 1. How does the cold climate in mountain regions affect the way people live and dress? 2. What traditional clothes are worn in your region? How do they match with the local climate? 3. Why do you think certain trees like pine and oak grow better in the mountains? 4. How do animals like yak survive in the cold climate of Sikkim? At the top of the page in the right corner, 2 pictures are given. One picture is that of a Sikkimese house, and the second picture is that of a yak. Under this, a box is given that says, do you know? Lusong and Namsong are 2 of the most significant festivals in Sikkim. These joyful festivals mark the start of the Sikkimese New Year. It is an occasion for people to celebrate the hard work of the farmers. People enjoy the festivals with various local dishes, traditional games, and a mask called charm. At the bottom of the page, a picture is given. This is a picture of Sikkimese people celebrating Lusong and Namsong. They are dressed in their traditional costumes and playing musical instruments that are local to Sikkim. One person is wearing the mask that is called charm. Page 148. Discuss 1. Why do you think traditional houses in Sikkim are built with wood and have slanting roofs? 2. Does your house have any feature that is similar to the houses in the mountains? 3. Why are landslides common in mountains during the rainy season? 4. What do you think can be done to keep people safe during the landslides? 5. What can communities do to help people who lose their homes or get affected by natural disasters? In the middle of the page, a picture is given. This is a picture of what seems to be a landslide. At the bottom of the page, 4 pictures are given. The first picture is that of pine cones. The second is that of chestnuts. The third is a picture of walnuts. And the fourth is a picture of a coniferous tree, a pine tree that is commonly grown in the mountains. Page 149. Life in my landform. Draw the landform around you in the space given below. Name the area, the type of landform, some interesting features of the people, their professions, food, houses, plants, and animals. Blank space is given for you to draw what you observe. Page 150. Let us reflect. 1. Compare life in the mountains and plains by capturing the differences in trees, animals, houses, clothes, food, festivals, and art forms. Under this, a table is given. In this table, you have to compare all of these things from plains, deserts, coastal areas, and mountains. So, 5 columns are given. The first column is called category. The second column is called plains. The third is desert. The fourth is coastal. And the fifth is mountains. The first category is trees, and blank spaces are given for your answers. The second category is animals, and an example is given. So in plain areas, cows and buffaloes with shorter fur are the animals that we find. The other 3 columns of desert, coastal, and mountain animals are left blank for you to fill. The third category is housing. The first 3 columns of plains, desert, and coastal houses are left blank for you, but the fourth, mountain houses, is done for you as an example. It says, wooden houses with sloping roofs. The fifth category is clothing. The sixth category is food. The seventh category is festivals. And the eighth category is art forms. You have to compare all of these things in all these 4 regions. Page 151. 2. Design and draw a landform by combining your favorite features from mountains, plains, coasts, and deserts. Blank space is provided for your drawing. A. What made you choose different features for your landform? B. How does each feature benefit people, animals, or plants? C. What difficulties might people face living in your landform? Page 151, Chapter 9 ends here.
Our Wondrous World. You were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of Environmental Studies for Grade 4. Narration, Divya Gupta. Sound recordist, Virendra Rawat. Assistance in production, Muhammad Shamim Khan, Arshad Ahmad. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.